Hey everyone, do you want to learn a really interesting strategy for the OTC market that uses just two indicators? If so, let's get started. So our strategy is made up of two indicators. These are the moving average and the vortex indicator. Now, let's set them up. For the moving average, we set the period to 8, and for the moving average itself, we select M. For the vortex, we set the period to 11. That's it for the settings. Now let's move on to setting up the market. We're using 30-second candles, just regular Japanese candlesticks, and the trade duration is 1 minute. Let's get started. In this video, I'll also show you how to trade with this strategy, what entry points to look for, and in which situations. Should we skip entry points in currency pairs? Here's our first entry point. It's going to be for a downward move. Let's break it down and see how this strategy works. First things first, we look at the vortex indicator itself. Here's the indicator, and right now we have this signal on the chart and a trade for a downward move. Why? Because the red line crossed the green one from below. So what does that mean for us? It's a signal to open a trade for a downward move starting from this point. The second signal is when the lower moving average is in place. So here's the second signal, and the third one is also for a downward move. Look, here's how it works. With 3 trades for an upward move, it's easy here, and you don't need anything extra. So right away, here's what happens. When the green line crosses the red one from below, and at that moment, the price was roughly here, meaning it was above the moving average. So we have 2 factors here. Just what we need for an upward trade, as I mentioned before. By the way, the trade closed successfully, in profit, so let's keep going. I'll keep explaining and telling you more. Here we are the second example. We opened it for an upward trade. Let's see why. The green vortex line crossed the red one from below, plus it's above the moving average. I'd even add that we can make a trade here. The Aliyah line crossed the other line from below upwards. So if you see that the green line is just crossing the red one, you can already place an upward trade. But you can also wait just a little longer, literally one more candle, and the signal will still be valid. Are you watching? The vortex indicator is actually showing us what's happening these months. When the vortex lines are this large, it shows that there's a strong market movement right now, and the price will move actively. Everything closed in profit, but this works the other way around too. Look, when the vortex lines are very close to each other, like here, well, not exactly here, but even here, they're close. This shows that the market volatility is low at the moment, and the price will move very slowly. You can see this directly on the market. Here, the price was moving very slowly, and you can see it by the candles, which are very small. So here we have an entry for a short trade. Just missed it by a bit, but that's okay, it happens, like I mentioned in a previous trade. The red line crossed the green one from below just now, so you can't immediately open a short trade at this moment. Also, let's take a moment to go over the situations when you really shouldn't open trades on a particular currency pair, just to be sure you understand, with this strategy. And we don't have to look far, we already have an example right here. As you can see, the vortex lines are very tangled up at this moment, and the price was close to the moving average. So you won't get any signal here. The price is moving around the moving average, meaning it's neither below nor above, just somewhere in the middle. And the lines are crossing over each other and giving off a lot of signals, all at the same time. So we should skip such currency pairs, because we won't get any clear signal here at all. And the trade closed successfully. Plus, here's another trade we made. We open it for an upward move. Let's break down why. You see the green line crossing the red one from below. Here's our first signal, and it looks like we're above the moving average, which is our second signal, opening a trade for an upward movement. I also want to mention that you can find more ready-made strategies on my Telegram channel. You'll find something that suits you, not just the vortex indicator and moving averages. There are a lot of strategies here. Also, right now, there's a New Year's event going on here where you can get gifts for yourself and your loved ones. So if you're interested, subscribe. And the trade closes successfully in profit. So here we have the last entry point. Let's open it for an upward move and break it down. Look, the vortex line. It has just crossed the red line from below to above. Plus, it's above the moving average, so that's signal number 1. Here again, we opened a trade for an upward move, building up our profile. By the way, I want to tell you, there have been situations, for example, we had a signal to open a trade for a downward move according to the Vortex indicator, but the price was above the moving average. This happens and there's no need to worry. I'll just say this, you should simply skip such currency pairs and look for other entry points on different currency pairs. Because here we have a signal from the Vortex, but the moving average doesn't confirm it. And that means for now, you should set this currency pair aside and just look for entry points on other currency pairs. By the way, the trade closed in profit. As I mentioned earlier in this video, this strategy is perfect for beginners, but it's also suitable for pros and for traders at an intermediate level. There's nothing complicated here at all. Just two signals, open a trade when you get these signals, make your profits. It's all very simple and straightforward. That's it for now. I'm gonna wrap up. I hope you really like this strategy and that you'll definitely give it a try. Also, when you try it out, share your results. It'll be really interesting to read them in the comments. And I want to remind you that my Telegram channel has a bunch of ready-made strategies. There are a lot of them there. Also, there's a New Year's event with gifts going on right now, and we're giving away these gifts to our subscribers. Absolutely anyone has a chance to win these gifts. Check it out. The link is in the description. Bye everyone.